to PacMonth, an 8-video series where we celebrate some of Manny Pacquiao's best career moments. Manny is very well known back then for his aggressive, all-in fighting style, rushing down his opponents and landing hard-hitting combinations to their faces. As he improved with time, Manny has become a more tactical fighter, starting slow by creating angles to throw his hard-hitting jabs, before finally unleashing his vicious combinations to completely overwhelm his opponent. For this episode, we take a look at the 5 best post-fight faces of Manny Pacquiao's opponents. Thurman is a more recent opponent of Pacquiao, wherein they came face-to-face on July 20th, 2019. A 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao was set to face an undefeated Thurman for the WBA Super Welterweight title. Thurman is one of the more vocal opponents of Pacquiao, dishing out trash talks on how Manny can't do anything against his stopping power.
Well, can you stop this man?
Of course, he's like this big. Manny Pacquiao, T-Rex arms. Pop, pop, pop.
During fight night, Pacquiao started the first round slow, letting Thurman rally up before delivering a combination, knocking down Thurman, shocking the American boxer. This knockdown threw Thurman off during the preceding rounds, as he gets overwhelmed by Pacquiao's power punches and fast combinations. On the 5th round, Thurman's nose began to bleed, as Pacquiao would hunt down Thurman by catching him with counters and unleashing short flurries of punches to the body and directly at Thurman's face. Throughout the fight, however, Thurman was able to land more punches than Pacquiao, with some of them landing directly at his face. However, Pacquiao would simply just absorb them and retaliate afterwards. During the later rounds, Pacquiao would opt for more body punches to try and slow down Thurman and reduce his punching. The fight was actually a close one, as both fighters did well, with Pacquiao's terrific combinations and Thurman's clean straight jabs towards Pacquiao's face. However, Pacquiao with that first round knockout won the split decision and became the WBA Super Welterweight champion, handing Thurman the first loss of his career after a 29-fight win streak. Thurman's face received multiple bruises and minor cuts around the cheeks, eyes, and forehead. The best has yet to come as we now move on to a classic welterweight bout. The dream match between the then 29-year-old Manny Pacquiao and the legendary Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya had a slight height advantage of 11 centimeters and a 15 centimeter reach advantage over the smaller Pacquiao. With the immense damage done to De La Hoya's face, his corner has decided to stop the fight, giving Pacquiao the victory over the legend. This brutal upset was the reason why De La Hoya would retire the year later. Now we move on to one of Pacquiao's most viciously fought fights. Prior to his match against De La Hoya on June 28, 2008, Manny faced David Diaz for the WBC lightweight title. During the fight, Pacquiao would take off from his thunderous hooks and uppercuts directly at Diaz's face. His face would swell up and bleed from the different cuts caused by Pacquiao's punches, coming from all different angles, completely overwhelming Diaz, with a swift left uppercut to the chin, sending him to the canvas. Pacquiao would go on to win a dominant victory over Diaz, which was declared a TKO victory in the 9th round, crowning Pacquiao as the new WBC lightweight champion. Diaz ended up with a very swollen lip and forehead, along with multiple cuts along his face and ear.
Manny vanquished here tonight.
Fucker was too fast.
On November 14th, 2009, Manny Pacquiao faced the boxing superstar Miguel Cotto. This time it was for Cotto's WBO welterweight title, taking place at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. This match was regarded as one of Pacquiao's best fights during his time in the welterweight division. The fight started off very even, with both fighters trading blows, delivering rapid combinations, and catching each other with counter punches. This was up until the third round, where Pacquiao would kick it up a notch and flash knock down Cotto, who in turn immediately got up to beat the count. As the fight went on, Pacquiao kept delivering rapid combinations and rocking hooks against the ropes, which led to Cotto's face starting to redden and swell. Cotto's trades were not paying off, as each trade they make, Manny throws more damaging shots and receives Cotto's punches much better by just shaking them off. On the 7th round, the damage on Cotto's face would become much more prominent, with Pacquiao adding a small cut above Cotto's left eye and mouth. As the fight runs on, Cotto's face would puff up along with his nose starting to bleed from Pacquiao's vicious flurries against the ropes, each punch catching Cotto right in the face. During the last 2 rounds, Cotto dances across the ring trying to stay away from Pacquiao's punches and avoid getting caught on the ropes. Cotto tried to survive the fight and stay on his feet until the 12th round, but Manny would step on the gas and engage head-on. The referee saw this and immediately stopped the fight, making Pacquiao the new WBO welterweight champion. Cotto's face ballooned as his eyes fully puffed up, having received multiple cuts from different areas. He received bad bruises on his cheeks along with a pretty bloody nose. This is one of Pacquiao's most historic moments and greatest achievements, as he did the impossible on November 13, 2010, when he faced Mexican boxer Antonio Margarito for the vacant WBC Super Welterweight title at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Winning this fight would solidify Pacquiao as a bona fide legend, as it would make him an 8th Division World Champion, never been done before in the history of boxing. A major challenge for Pacquiao coming into this fight was that Margarito clearly had the size advantage, being 12 centimeters taller and a whole 17 pounds heavier than Pacquiao. Due to the massive size difference, Margarito felt very confident in taking out the boxing legend. He would go on to trash talk Pacquiao and belittle him.
Es puto Pacquiao. Le va a doler como si trajera yeso, pero no hay nada en el vendaje.
Margarito and Pacquiao started very even. Despite having the size difference, Pacquiao was still able to go inside and land power punches. Meanwhile, Margarito opted for jabs, using his longer reach to prevent Pacquiao from coming in. As the rounds move on, Manny starts feeling more comfortable engaging Margarito with his combinations and powerful straights, which go right through Margarito's guard. Pacquiao would make use of his speed very well, as he is able to come in and out of range of Margarito, continuously pressuring him and countering his punches. This would throw Margarito off, not utilizing his longer reach, and instead continuously stepped forward towards Pacquiao. During the 4th round, Pacquiao caught Margarito with a devastating combination into a swift uppercut which cut Margarito's right cheek and left him with a black eye. Despite Pacquiao's dominance, he would sometimes get overwhelmed with Margarito's size, as he gets backed up against the ropes, eating short flurries of punches, throwing off his momentum. As the fight continues, Pacquiao continued to work on Margarito's face to hinder his vision and stability. Pacquiao would counter Margarito with straights and hooks once he steps into Pacquiao's range. Pacquiao casually darts in to unleash a flurry of punches that would directly go to Margarito's face, which over time became more puffed up and battered. Pacquiao would continue to punish Margarito with his punches, but he was not able to knock him down due to his sheer size. Pacquiao would go on to win via 12-round unanimous decision and is crowned as the new WBC Super Welterweight Champion and become the only 8th Division World Champion in the history of boxing. After the fight, Margarito mentions that he kept getting caught by Pacquiao with his tremendous speed and wasn't able to respond properly.
We knew Manny was very fast. We were going good until I got cut, and then that's when the problem started coming.
Thus, he gained the most battered face after fighting Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is a true legend in the sport of boxing, doing the unreal and the unthinkable. If you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below and tune in next time for more Pacquiao videos. This